I'm Erin. I'm the managing director at 88 Creative. We're a boutique digital marketing and design firm located in beautiful downtown Toronto. My entrepreneurial journey did not start young. My parents both worked for big companies, and I wasn't exposed to starting a small business when I was a kid. But when I got out of university, I got a job at a mid-sized PR agency that it was about 120 people, so still not a huge company, but I found that it was really hard to advance. It was really hard to take on things that were outside of my role as the most junior person on the totem pole. Joining a startup early in your career so that you get exposure to so many different things, you get to take on so many responsibilities outside of your role, and quickly learned that it was much easier to join a startup than to ascend the corporate ladder at a bigger company. It's become so cheap and the barrier to entry has gone down so much to start a business. The lean startup methodology really is the idea that you don't have to spend a ton of money on marketing. You don't have to spend a ton of money on a fancy office or on, a million employees. You can really get the idea up and running and test the concept. I think the lean startup methodology has become so popular in the last few years because with the rise of all the online tools, like Twitter or a Facebook page, MailChimp, so you can send out email newsletters, there's so many examples of affordable online tools that entrepreneurs can use to get the word out about their business. It's really challenging when you're an entrepreneur who's working on a business part-time. I mean, I know as someone with a full-time job and hobbies and family and friends, it can get so busy even with one job, and then think about starting a business on the side. The thing with startups is that they're all about passion, and when you're a part-time entrepreneur, you can't devote yourself completely to your passion. So I absolutely believe that a part-time entrepreneur can be successful, but I actually don't believe they're going to be successful in their day job while they're starting a business, because all they're going to be doing is daydreaming about their company, thinking about what they're going to do when they get off work. So I know that a lot of entrepreneurs need to pay the bills, but if I was starting my own company, I'd make it a goal to get out of my full-time job as soon as possible so I could devote every waking moment to my startup. You just have to set aside a devoted amount of time every day and make it a priority. It's all about the entrepreneur's passion, and everyone involved in the project needs to be thinking about it 24/7. Doesn't mean you need to be working 24/7, but you should be devoted to it as much as possible. So I think for every part-time entrepreneur, just keep that in mind, that down the road, you're hopefully going to be working on it as a full-time project. I was part of Sprouter, which faced challenges when it was growing, and we eventually did have to shut down due to lack of financing. And I think the final decision was made when we just realized, there's no other sources that we can go to for money. And as much as this is our passion, we all have lives that we need to support, and we can't work for free. So I think, if I was starting my own company, I probably would think about whether I was putting myself and my employees in jeopardy by keeping it going. And then I would also think about whether it's a product that people want. A lot of times entrepreneurs have a great idea, but when they get it out in the market, they're finding people aren't resonating with it, and they often blame it on marketing or market conditions. Sometimes it's just that there isn't a demand out there for your product. So you have to listen to your customers, and if it's a lack of customers telling you they don't want the product, that's probably a good sign that it's time to pack it in. The advice I'd give to someone starting a business today is that you don't have to be isolated. There are so many other entrepreneurs out there who are sharing their advice and their lessons online, and so many tools that you can leverage to get advice or to learn from other people's mistakes. Don't be isolated. Don't be the stereotypical entrepreneur in your basement coding all day and not reaching out for help. Toronto and even all of Canada has an amazing startup presence and startup community, so reach out to those people, whether it's online or in person at events in your city, but ask for help when you need it, and offer your help as well so that you're helping the next generation of entrepreneurs who are following in your footsteps. So you can learn more about 88 Creative at 88creative.ca.